Now, at some point, Netflix started to develop and making their own movies. So instead of just showing somebody else's movies, they make their own. And then they started using the same data set they used to predict which movie you're gonna like to create a movie. And they created the movie in such a way so that it's gonna be liked by most of the Netflix users. Um, and they essentially they use the combination of the human insight and predictive model that they learn from data. So it's not just purely modeling exercise. Um, and Netflix is one of those content creators that does not do a pilot. If you look at the statistics for other networks that actually do indeed use pilots, um, then $400 million were spent in 1 year for 113 pilots, of which only 13 made into the actual second season. So networks do spend a lot of money to do the pilots, and the reason they do that is that they don't really know whether a movie is going to be popular or not, and they find it through experimentation. Netflix said we don't really need to experiment. We have enough of data to predict whether people are going to like the movie or not. Netflix spent $130 million for 10 episodes of The Crown. It's a very expensive movie without doing any pilot. So they invested huge amount of money based on the prediction of the model. So the model told us which features of the movie needs to be included, what actors to be used. So the first example was actually not The Crown. The first example was The House of Cards, and Netflix model predicted that people like politics, people like murder, people like love story, and people like Kevin Spacey. At least it was the case when the movie was created. And so the creators of the movie took the predictions of the model and created the movie that had all of those attributes. And it ended up being a very, very successful and popular movie.